What's up with y'all? Basement Talk, back at you. Riz the King with
Fat G, what's up?
Cam.
See money.
What's up, yo? Hey, NFL playoffs are among us. We coming up on some wild card games. There's a few of them is gonna be close. A few of them is probably gonna be blowouts. I don't know, but I don't know who y'all rolling with. But I'm gonna tell y'all who I got in the Super Bowl already.
Oh,
I got
man.
KC. I'm just gonna jump the gun.
Okay.
KC versus Green Bay. I'm keeping it easy. I used to say the Saints, but then once I saw that Green Bay have home field advantage, I don't think nobody can go to Lambeau and beat.
I do.
I don't think nobody can beat Aaron Rodgers right now.
I see Aaron Rodgers outplaying Drew Brees every game.
He definitely can. Aaron Rodgers is just a superior player to
That's what I'm
Brees
saying.
at
So
this
I think
point.
that's the difference in why they would beat the Saints.
I think the Saints have a better team than Green Bay. Like the only factor that makes me
In the
question
freezing
it,
cold is who?
and the only thing that makes me question that is like you said, they got to go to Green Bay.
In the
Green Bay is
freezing
not an
cold.
easy place to go and play.
Drew Brees, bones
But-
are, his ribs still hurt.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't see
Michael
teams.
Thomas about to punch
Right. I didn't see
Michael
teams.
Thomas.
But you got to understand, Breeze is only looking for Michael Thomas or Kamara.
Yeah.
He either dropping it off or throwing 5 yards in front of him. But what I do, I've seen Green Bay get out physical and get punked out in the last couple of playoff games. San Francisco beat the shit out of Green Bay.
Yeah.
That
And
was San Fran.
it wasn't hard at all.
That was at San Fran though.
But it was a physical contest.
It was
But
at San
they,
Fran.
but they ran the ball all over them boys, and that's all they are, though.
Yeah,
That's
and what do you think Kamara can do? He's a dual threat.
Yeah,
It could be either one of those, either him receiving or running the ball, and then when he get tired, Latavius Murray come in.
Wait a minute, y'all act like that Kamara like playing in the cold. Kamara ain't no freezing snow type of guy.
We don't know that. That's a lie. We don't know
all them
that.
ice.
We don't know
That's
that.
it.
He gonna take all his nose rings out
That
and all
man-
his piercings out, and he might
That
be
man got
cold.
recruited by Alabama. That wasn't want to be in the
I'm just saying. I'm
Boy
just
got
saying.
icicles on his jersey.
You don't know that, dog. We
Right.
might be thinking that,
I'm
but
just
we
thinking.
don't know
I'll
that.
say
And their
this.
defense is superior.
I'll be surprised.
Their defense is superior to Green Bay. Green Bay defense is kind of real silly.
Superior is a stretch. Superior?
Superior.
Are they a little
It's
bit
not even
better?
close.
Maybe?
No, it's not
Are they a
even
little bit
close.
better?
Green Bay's
Maybe?
corners are
I was about to say, Green Bay
Bay's
corner will
corners
lock you
are
up.
dogs.
So Green
Jair
Bay-
Alexander.
Who's Green Bay's pass rusher?
They got them what you call it boys? The Smith boys.
The what you call it boys?
They got them Smith
I'll take the
boys.
Saints over the
They
what
got
you
your
call it
Smith
boys.
boys.
They all right.
But
They're not elite.
But what he just said, Jair Alexander got rated the #1 corner.
No, Jair Alexander's tough.
Yeah,
No
he's
doubt.
tough.
He's
And they got
tough.
the Smith boys.
But what #1 corner have you ever seen stop Michael Thomas when Drew Brees want to throw to Michael Thomas?
Drew Brees gonna stop Drew Brees.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm saying.
freezing and his
But
ribs gonna hurt.
Okay, so you ain't never so you understand where I'm coming
Yeah.
from. Nobody can take when Michael Thomas played. Nobody takes Michael Thomas out of the game.
You ain't gotta take him out. All right.
No,
slow him down.
so Jair Alexander
All you gotta do
being
is
out
slow
there,
him up.
that's great.
I'm
but
saying, but that makes it a little bit easier.
Michael Thomas and Drew Brees know what they want to do. He gonna still complete passes to Drew Brees. And what I done
So
seen
you
out of Green
still
Bay,
believe in Drew Brees' 42-year-old frozen arm
Broken
with
ribs.
cracked ribs?
Yeah.
So if he get hit one time,
I'm not saying they're the overwhelming majority. What I'm saying is I don't think Green Bay is the favorite to go to the Super Bowl like you talking.
Well, I'll say this: the biggest thing that could happen to Green Bay right now, and I don't know if they announced this before or after, is if Aaron Rodgers does not get the MVP. Because if he doesn't get the MVP, that dude is gonna be a motivated man.
No, he gonna get
it.
the He gonna get
He
the
can be
MVP.
motivated. But I'm saying, but in the event
If
that
he don't.
Green Bay
does
is.
not,
I
that
didn't
would be the most
see
motivated
Green Bay
thing
is
possible.
not playing at Lambeau is hard as fuck. It is, but let's not make it. I seen Eli go up there and handle them boys up in Green Bay when it didn't mean nothing.
It was a different team,
And
though,
Aaron
man.
Rodgers-
Also,
it was a different team, but if you got a squad playing right, the Saints got a defense, dog. I seen them dismantle Tampa Bay easy, and Tampa Bay got
but I
more
also
skill.
saw Jalen Hurts run up and down on him.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
True.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a starter you ain't got no film on. You don't really know how he play. They know what Aaron's gonna be. Aaron don't really.
Well, you know what Jalen Hurts gonna be. You watch Jalen Hurts.
Nah,
at
you don't.
Oklahoma.
Jalen Hurts is kind of
Alabama.
unpredictable.
I don't know
He do
about
some
that.
wild stuff out there.
He did
That's
some
why
wild, he
was
did wild
successful.
stuff in the Big Ten. He didn't do wild stuff when there was.
But
in-
Jalen Hurts
in
didn't
SEC.
score 2 rushing touchdowns the other night because they knew where he was gonna be.
No, true.
He
but
unpredictable.
but he
as
was
hell.
also through 6 or 20. So I mean, at that point.
Yeah,
you just
that's
better
what I'm saying. He
start running. You better start running.
unpredictable.
Hey, I mean, that was probably his first bad game, but
Right. He
back to
unpredictable.
the playoffs though. They ain't in the playoffs.
Right.
Right.
So I understand you saying you like
So,
them to
but-
make the
but
Super Bowl, but I
Who
think
else
the
you
Saints can
got?
beat
So
them.
who else you think? Wait a minute. Who else you think can beat Green Bay besides the Saints? What if the Saints have done?
Besides the
because
Saints,
the Saints
Tampa
got beat by Minnesota last year.
Tampa Bay.
So Saints might not even make it.
Tampa Bay.
It's a Tampa Bay. What y'all think about Tampa Tom?
They're all right. I mean, I think that they'll fizzle out. They just look like a Tampa Bay a team that has to rely on game management, and that's it. They're not going to outscore a team. They're not going to play better defense than a team, but they're not going to outscore anybody.
I think you got to be careful.
They
with
outscore
that.
anybody?
They can't outscore.
I don't think they're outscoring.
They got AB.
They got 1,000 weapons.
Michael
dog.
Evans.
But at the same time, you got Tom Brady that can't throw.
He
might be different in the playoffs.
Oh, you think Tom Brady can't
I think
throw?
Tom Brady's going to be the biggest factor in this because he doesn't have a run game that he can rely on whenever things get tough.
That's because they don't run the. They purposely don't run the ball.
Well, they don't have a run game.
Yeah,
They purposely don't run the ball.
But they struggle against the best that they played. I mean,
That's true.
And that's the biggest part. It's like
They beat the Bums and they struggle against
competition.
any
Because
competition.
the Saints wiped the floor with them easily.
Yeah, easily.
But Tampa Bay did beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
And they handled Green Bay.
Yeah.
That was Aaron Rodgers' worst game of the season.
So that's the answer to your question. They are capable of beating them.
They are. But that was in Tampa Bay. That wasn't in the freezing cold.
It wasn't in the freezing cold.
It's freezing cold and these old quarterbacks. I want to see it.
Freezing cold don't matter the time. I didn't see time in too many cold games where I don't think
Tom,
he's
I don't think
it ain't a problem. It's gonna be them other guys that you gotta maybe kind of look at like the skill position.
Oh, like Mike Evans?
Mike Evans.
He
I don't
ain't
think
nothing
AB cold don't matter to AB.
Nah, he fine. He Pittsburgh. He Pittsburgh. Mike Evans.
Mike
the
Evans,
Texas
Godwin,
boy.
Fournette,
Fournette,
Rojo,
LSU
Rojo.
and Jaguars.
Right. Rojo and Fournette, they the wild cards. Because like you say, they ain't got no running game.
Yeah.
But what if they come out there, Rojo had a 90-yard touchdown
He
this
had
year?
94 or something crazy.
Yeah, so something could happen in a playoff game.
Definitely.
They are capable of beating Green Bay. Green Bay don't got the strongest defense.
Yeah.
With what you would call the
Yeah,
Bulls.
I mean, but
anybody gets beatable.
Yeah, but they don't have the strongest defense against a team with a mediocre running game. So I mean, that's the thing is I don't know if Rojo or Leonard Fournette are going to perform well in that condition. Period.
That's a good point. Okay.
So out of that side, I can't. Like I said, those really are the top three teams. Y'all see any of the bottom feeders sneaking a win off? You got the bottom feeders in the NFC. You got the Redskins. But wait a minute, I'm disrespecting.
Yeah.
Because Seattle Seahawks are still in the playoffs too, and they are
Right.
not bottom feeders. So what y'all think they're gonna be able to do with their silly defense playing the Rams style?
Is Goff playing in the game?
Hasn't been confirmed. I'm gonna assume yes.
If Goff plays, they got a 50-50 chance to beat Seattle because they used to each other, and Goff and the Rams have beaten Seattle before. It ain't no problem.
Yeah, they go
If
back and forth.
Wolford has to play, they don't stand a chance.
There's no chance.
Yeah. So.
But so let's say one of them win that round, right? Do they got a chance against Saints, Tampa Bay, or Green Bay?
Seattle is the only team that got a
Yeah,
chance.
I'm about to say Rams.
Rams
So Rams got nothing?
the Rams got a chance against the Seattle since they know them so well.
Yeah.
I don't think you could put them out on the field with Tampa Bay or the Saints and think they're gonna win that game.
Or Green Bay.
Because Goff or Green Bay.
No.
Because Goff, I don't see stepping up to the mantle and taking care of business like that.
If anything, you gotta have Sean McVay coach his ass off.
Yeah. Everything got to be perfect.
And we're not gonna talk about my Bears. They said the Saints are gonna smash the Bears real easy. Trubisky is not gonna be able to put up points. Even though Drew Brees' arm is what it is and he in the state that he is, Trubisky is not making enough plays to win a playoff game.
I would definitely bet on the Saints.
Yeah.
But I thought that the Saints were going to beat Minnesota last year.
Don't go there.
And then Kirk Cousins figured out a way to do it.
But then we talking about
So
Trubisky.
Kirk Cousins
we
can
talking
do
about
it.
Trubisky. Kirk Cousins is superior to Trubisky. He is. Now, you can say what you want. Kirk Cousins,
last year.
Kirk Cousins like a couple weeks ago just threw for 400 yards and 4 or 5 something
And I've
touchdowns.
seen him throw terrible this year, too.
That's true, but Trubisky ain't doing that. He not
Trubisky
doing
got him in
that.
the playoffs.
No, Trubisky combined with Nick Foles got them to the playoffs.
Well, Nick Foles won, what, 2 games?
2 or 3 games, but
And then Trubisky came in. Wait a minute, they were dead in the water.
Trubisky won the first. No, the Bears was like 3-0 with Trubisky in the beginning. He was still looking bad.
That's what I said. And then they were 5-7 when Foles got benched, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or got hurt, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then that boy went on the run.
With some simple ass high school
And
plays.
then your boy Dave Montgomery
playing crazy.
Allen Robinson playing crazy.
Right.
Dave Montgomery showed up out of nowhere. All of a sudden, he was a world beater.
Yeah.
So
But if David Montgomery don't have a great game against the Saints and they triple team Allen Robinson, then life is over for Trubisky. Because he has not shown the
You was still got your boy Mooney.
Trubisky don't read defense. He just look for guys.
He looked for him. He's like,
If I ain't there, I don't know.
Yeah.
he's like, I know Mooney's running deep. I'm throwing it deep.
Right.
That's all
Those
he knows.
3 people there. Oh fuck.
I don't care. I'm
I
still
know
throwing
he's down
it.
there somewhere.
Right.
I'm still throwing
Like
it
I don't
deep.
have no.
Yeah.
That,
I don't think Trubisky is good.
they one and done.
Don't get me wrong.
They made the playoffs. And they probably
They didn't make the playoffs?
They probably should not have made the playoffs.
see-
You get a better draft pick. Trubisky ain't winning you no Super Bowl. He not winning you a playoff.
Okay, so I guess that's where we did. So I don't have a team no more. But when I did have a team, right, I wanted to make the playoffs. When I'm a Rams fan. When they was here, get me in the playoffs just for fun.
Yeah.
No, I hear
So when
you.
you get to
I hear
so
you.
you ain't been in the playoffs in how many years? And you don't want the playoffs at
I
all?
don't want the playoffs because I know that we're not a championship contender. So actually in football, it's a detriment. You're getting a worse draft pick because your team is just middling.
So-
it's just sitting in it. Like Houston was middling for so many years, and now they're terrible. They're going to get a good draft pick. So if you're a Houston fan, you got to be kind of happy that you're going to get a good draft pick to get some type of talent.
But as the Bears, the Bears record ended up being 9-7. If they wouldn't have made it, they'd have been 8-8. So your pick would have been one spot
That could
different.
have been 1 or 2 different picks.
That's what I'm saying.
One or
So-
2 different spots.
That's what
I
I'm
would've
saying.
took that.
You took that one different spot.
Because I know we don't have a chance in hell in the playoffs.
Man,
We don't. So I mean that's where it is.
So
And-
for you, a Super Bowl or a bust.
And
With the Bears?
if we lose, I'm okay with losing to stop. That's how we got our defense to the point that it's at right now. Because we lost for a number of years, and now I'm saying.
So the Bears, they gonna suck. We got that part. All right, man. But over in the AFC though,
Right.
you got Kansas City, who I think gonna make it for sure.
You got the Titans.
You got the Titans. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they
Mr.
there.
2000 might step up.
Derrick Henry is strong and can get 200 yards on anybody.
They had a better team last year, and they couldn't measure up.
They had better defense last year,
Yep.
but it still was a close game against KC.
Yeah.
But I still think KC is superior to them.
Yeah, KC is the cream of the crop. The only team that I think stands a punch. Well, Baltimore stands a puncher's chance, but you asking Lamar Jackson to beat
See.
them passing.
Yeah.
Teams have already shown they gonna make him make certain decisions. And he
I was just about to say, I don't think if Baltimore played Buffalo, that Baltimore would beat Buffalo.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't think that.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I agree.
You require Lamar to make too many decisions.
And he
Yeah,
just
like-
and he probably can make them, but he ain't shown us he can make them.
No, yeah, he got
Not
proof
yet.
to me.
Yeah, he had to
I mean,
do
he can
it.
ball, but it's just
Yeah.
about when the game gets close. And
Right.
Can you close out?
And
the
you
game?
got to match a touchdown. You can't keep going field goal or looking for the same 2 tight ends. That's not going to win playoffs.
Yeah.
Teams play silly defense against Baltimore because they know what to look for. They know to stack the box and double Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you forcing Lamar to make a precise pass
And you gotta
on the
find
money.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he ain't
Dez-
been able to do that.
And Dez is still there too. I mean, I don't think Dez is
Dez
been
is
a dead
washed,
man, but I think Dez could do
Hey,
something. He
Hey,
can make
that boy got a couple
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
He's
You know what I'm saying?
from 5 yards away.
Hey,
That's what
red zone,
matters.
baby.
Red zone.
That's what matters,
That's
especially
what
when they're
matters.
run
And if they can get to the red zone,
And once
Dez
you double
is
Mark
great.
Andrews, you got to deal with
But
this.
Dez at the 32-yard line or your own 32 is not that great.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
But on a 3rd and 3, he might catch the first down. You know what I'm saying?
Throw
Yeah.
a quick slant.
Yeah.
Hitch route.
Mike.
So if we had to pick the top contender, say your team against KC.
Buffalo. is the
Buffalo?
top. Buffalo is the
Yeah.
top
It's
contender.
got to be Buffalo. It's either Buffalo or the Colts.
And it's not the coach. Because
Mm-hmm.
we know what Phil
Phillip
Rivers is
Rivers.
going to show his face.
If you
dog.
ever give him too many chances to pass
Right.
the ball, he's
Right.
throwing that pick to the house.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs.
For sure.
And that's what I'm saying.
This is the best I've seen him play in a few years, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tennessee
Well,
could beat.
with just a pure running game.
Who are the Colts
Pure running
playing?
game and a real good line, too.
Do we know who the Colts are playing? Because if it's Tennessee could
Look
beat
it up
the
real quick.
Colts.
No, Tennessee is playing
Baltimore. Tennessee playing Baltimore, which means the
Oh,
Colts.
that's
Colts
a
are playing
really good
Buffalo.
game.
Buffalo. Oh,
Yeah.
Colts playing Buffalo then.
The Colts can
I think
stand a
that'll be. I
chance.
think that'll be their.
No, they stand a chance. I don't think they'll win. But
In Buffalo?
the reason I say they stand a chance is because they got running backs. Jonathan Taylor can run the ball against Buffalo.
Yeah.
And he could go wild. And it take the chance out of Phillip Rivers' hands to throw the ball. If you only get Phillip to throw the ball 18
So
20
if you're
times
saying keep the score low,
and run the ball a lot,
It's
and
not
only
gonna
have Phillip throw the ball 18 to 20 times,
But
it's possible for Buffalo to lose.
I don't know how
I'm
you
just
can
saying
keep the
it's not
score
likely.
low against Buffalo. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
know if
likely.
you can.
I don't know if you can.
I mean, they
And-
have the
and-
defense to do it.
In Indianapolis defense, they can run the ball and play defense.
And that's where
type of
Darius
teams
coming off
can-
the edge.
Right, those type of teams can do. That's what Tennessee did last year. They ran the ball great and they played defense and they beat teams you would never thought they could beat.
Yeah.
And that's what Indianapolis could do, even with Phillip. They
Wait
got
a minute, but Tennessee had Derrick Henry running for 200 yards in games.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor ain't running for 200 yards.
Jonathan Taylor just ran for 200 yards last week, a couple days ago.
Once-
So he's capable of
once in a
doing
while.
I'm
it.
saying, you think
He's
he's
not
going to keep it
Derrick
up?
Henry,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
he's
He's going to keep that
capable.
up.
He the only other
Wait a
player.
minute, they
running
were
for
playing
200.
Jacksonville. That don't count.
I mean, you were saying
I can run for 79 against
No,
Jacksonville
you
right
can't.
now
No, you can't.
for 79.
maybe 12.
Maybe
maybe
12.
maybe 12.
12 on one play.
Right. You can get 6 carries
If you
for 12
give me
yards.
if you throw me a toss and you give me some blocking,
You will get hit in the
I can
back.
get 12.
Your knees will get
I
shattered.
can get you a smooth 12.
No, you can't.
So I know.
No, you will make it half a centimeter and the linebacker will be hitting you in your kneecap.
You're right. 'Cause I'm 39 years old. I ain't
But
running
Jonathan Taylor, I'm telling they got Jonathan. Who's the other running back they got over there?
Naheem Hines.
Naheem Hines,
Hines.
he a problem in the passing game. They can rotate the running backs and give Buffalo a problem. The thing is,
I don't think they got
Phillip
him
Rivers
scoring.
gonna have to throw the ball to somebody.
You know what I'm saying? At
And
some
when he
point.
do, that's a risk.
Yeah,
for him.
him and T.Y. haven't figured it out all year.
'Cause-
Right.
So,
Because T.Y. got to go against your boy Davius.
But the one
that's a
thing
lock
that they
up.
got,
That's a lock up.
Indianapolis got a bunch of wide receivers that is the same. They don't really have a superstar receiver.
Yeah.
You can't tell if he gonna go to Pascal. They got a
Pittman.
young,
Mhm.
Pittman, their young rookie, and then Ty. They all the same guy. That could work in their favor too, because you never know who to put your Davius White on.
You just put on T.Y.
You put him on.
You
but,
put him on T.Y.
But Ty ain't did shit the whole year, so you're wasting him on a guy that's not even a superstar.
Hey, I wouldn't put him on Pittman.
Yeah, I wouldn't overthink it. That one.
I wouldn't overthink it.
Yeah.
T.Y. ain't getting nothing. If Pittman get busy, which he won't.
You
Yeah,
live.
or Pascal. Pascal got the most
Pascal.
touchdowns on the team.
Pascal got a couple touchdowns, yeah.
So,
But I don't know, man. So basically, really can't nobody beat Kansas City.
Nobody.
So nobody, we can make a consensus. Nobody can beat Kansas City,
Right.
Which is crazy because
Which is gonna be crazy because 2 weeks from now we're gonna be probably having a talk if somebody beat Kansas
if
City.
somebody beat him,
Yeah.
we're gonna come right back
Right.
here and be like, wow.
Right.
That was crazy about it. Kansas City lose is gonna be like a wow.
The only
Yeah.
people who can beat them for real is Buffalo, but we asking a lot out of Josh Allen to go
Yeah.
score for score every time,
Every single time.
with Mahomes.
They
Right.
margin the error is so small playing Kansas City.
Yeah,
If you turn the ball over against Kansas City, you're gonna mess up.
right.
But Patty Mahomes, he can turn the ball against you
Yeah.
and
And come
possibly
right back.
turn around and make it good.
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. Tell what y'all think, man, in them comments, man. That's our Super Bowl thinks and likes and what we think gonna happen. What y'all think gonna happen? Jump in the comments and let us know. Go.